one of the important developments is basically now issued by the Honorable High Court to the government of Goa, that is the state of Goa, to appoint a chairman of the complaints authority. Now the state police complaint was the position of the authority was lying vacant from 14th April 2018 till date. Now, considering the law and order in the state of Goa and considering the fact that the police machinery was being used against political opponents by the government of Goa, that the police machinery was being abused for the purpose of suppressing the voice of dissent. In my personal capacity, I'm making it clear, not as a spokesperson of the Congress party, in my personal capacity, I filed a letter. The matter came up before the division bench presided by Honorable Justice Sonak, who by his order on 24 July 2020 has directed the government of Goa, that is the and report a decision to the Honorable High Court within how much time they will fill up the position of chairman of the State Police Complaints Authority. Now this authority, we have to understand, this authority Goa State Government, the position of Police Complaints Authority was deliberately not filled up by the government because they wanted the police to have a free run. They did not want the state police complaints authority to interfere with the police machinery. They did not want the state police complaints authority to keep the police machinery in a check, that they do not excesses against the public, the people. Now the state police complaints, it has been formed for the purpose of seeing that there is impartial and free investigation by the Goa police. Now this, I have to say here, we have to give the Advocate General his due. The Advocate General Mr. Deridas Pangam has rightly conceded that this position has to be filled up at the earliest. And he has indicated his willingness to inform the court within 2 weeks that within how much time that the government of Goa will fill up the position of the chairman of the Goa State Police Complaints. There is another important issue that has to be dealt with, which is of vital concern for all the litigants in the state of Goa. The government of Goa recently, in this assembly, has passed the court fee Goa Amendment Bill 2020. Whilst passing this bill, the advocation from the North Goa as well as South Goa has not been consulted to the best of my knowledge. The High Court Bar has also not been consulted by the government of Goa or the Law Department whilst passing this bill. As a situation today, you have a situation today where the litigants in Goa have to pay double the fees, court fees, for the purpose of approaching the court to get justice. As it is, people are suffering economic hardships, people have lost wages, people have lost earnings, people have lost jobs, employment is at its lowest, and here you have a government where people are being denied justice because courts are today working through video conferencing, which is also not a very good system. It's a faulty system and very few people are able to access it. Courts are being basically today almost literally closed because of the COVID situation. You have the government of Goa today making it even more difficult for the public to approach the courts because now they have doubled the rate of court fees that has to be paid. I will give you an example. For the purpose of filing Wakalatnama in any court, basically only 5 rupees that you have to pay. Before any authority court, right up to the High Court, it was 5 rupees that you have to pay. Today you have to pay 30 rupees. To file a writ petition in the High Court, you have to pay 150 rupees. Today you have to pay with all the fees that have been levied here, it works out to 300 rupees. To pay maximum court fee which was fixed as has been now today 1,000 rupees. Now being levied on the litigants, people who are seeking to file applications today before the court for the purpose of getting justice. Applications today, bail application rupees. Now consider a situation, a person does not have the means to approach the court. First of all, getting justice today is a difficulty. And if a person who does not have sufficient means, he is today completely damned. The doors of justice are closed for him. Now this bill has come to be passed. Now it is my earnest request to the governor not to in fact consent or give his consent and signature to this bill. There has been no deliberation on this bill in the assembly. Surreptitiously, with the utmost respect to the house, it has been passed without any deliberation. The people, the bar associations have not been consulted, and it will be my humble request to the governor to please consider not giving his consent to this bill, as it will cause hardships to the litigants.
See, this is one example which Advocate Rohit has placed before you. When you see the functioning of this government is systematically destroying every institution, like he has just announced, that protects the rights of the common man from malpractices and excessive use by lower officers, maybe the police department, maybe other parts of the bureaucrats. We have the Information Commission, which settles RTI matters. Now everybody knows in Goa how at the lower level the RTI officers in charge are playing, and this is being done, I can say, with the blessings of those who are in power. Now, there were 3 Information Commission officers, one was the chief and 2. Chief has retired, the next one has retired, and the government issued a circular giving the present Information Commissioner administrative powers. Now those people who retired, these are positions where a common man approaches without even a lawyer on his own. Now, when they are retiring, why did you not extend it? All nonsense posts where there are eligible people for promotion, you don't give them promotion, but you give them extension on contract. Here there is nobody for promotion and you are not extending it. So what is the trying to do? As I have said, I have proved that they are suppressing these institutions which are supposed to protect the basic rights of Goans. Yesterday we saw how this government reached its peak of destroying democracy. The temple of democracy, government and MLAs took oath to protect the constitution yesterday was murdered. There were 2 demands, basic demands and the major demands were that the pandemic situation we discussed, which is a very serious situation. If pandemic cannot be discussed and the government failing day by day with the COVID prices from green has reached to red, and every day yesterday it reached to 258 in a small state like Goa. You are not prepared to discuss that. I have earlier made a demand and I reiterate my demand. Have a panel of medical experts to solve the issue. You can't solve it. You have a doctor who is projected as a hero, whose wife has to run to the court to say that he's been treated in a most inhuman manner by not even granting him leave. So this is not crackdown, the breakdown of the machinery of the government machinery. You make him hero one side and the other side you are trying to finish him. You are trying to kill the goose that is laying the golden eggs, who's going to take care of our people in Goa, who has proved to do it better than any other state earlier. He's caught up in COVID. So what is the exact government trying to do? The Medical Association of Goa have made an appeal that they are prepared to come out. Why is the government shying and standing on an ego trip that they can handle it? Why not have a medical panel experts to take decisions and call and advise this government? You may not consider the advice. But what is the way to listen? How you become so deaf? The speaker's arrogance was at its height. An ex-chief minister of the state and a very senior leader, coincidentally belongs to my party, Sri Luis Ferrero, had written a letter to the speaker. The arrogance is so high that he does not even reply, does not acknowledge. So where is the common man going to go? So democracy, that was the last nail in the coffin of democracy, I would like to say. It's my charge against this government. You're completely wiping out democracy. You have a character of an ex-chief minister of the state, a very senior member of the house. Is not even acknowledged by the speaker. What is the speaker trying to give? What message are you trying to give? That you are above everything? That you are above the law? Just because it is said that the courts cannot interfere till the speaker gives a judgment? So you will not reply and nobody can interfere? That very temple where they took the oath to safeguard the constitution yesterday, they murdered it. Whether it will revive or not, the people of Goa will revive it. If they feel they have got numbers and they can just bulldoze, how it has been bulldozed, which is concerning the common man directly. I am demanding again that a panel of experts, because bureaucracy and the government to handle this charges. I had also made a demand that in the budget to include the financial provisions for the allowance of the unemployed. This was their promise. This was not a promise made by the Congress party. It was made by them in 2012, 2017. Therefore, they got tremendous beating. Unfortunately, certain betrayers got together and allowed them to form the government. However, coming elections, they will understand the lesson. I once again demand that if you do not make provisions for youth, you are pushing them to practices that they would have never wanted to do. And the responsibility will be on this government. Therefore, the Congress party demands that we should stop all this nonsense, see that democracy is put back on its track, instead of having double-tracked at Kasa, and allow the people of Goa to breathe fresh democratic air. That's it.
तर मग म्हाका एक सांग तुमचो वन डे असेंब्ली सेशन तेणें अग्री जालो आनी कोविडाचें डिस्कशन मागता पळय तेन्ना तेन्नाच कित्याक मागूंक ना तेन्ना हेजी बिजनेस एडवायजरी मीटिंग
ताका सांगता that would be allowed. That's what he has to say. But I think this is a question that he would be able to answer. What happened inside the speaker chamber, we don't know. He knows, the speaker knows. It would be imprudent on my part to make some comments on that.
Discussion
No, there was a question answer on that. There was no discussion. Where discussion was? She was answering to some question, if I'm not mistaken.
What are the last this time you are given any time to fill this post?
They have also
pending
It has been pending from 14th April 2018 till date. This vacancy is deliberately not filled up. The reason is they do not want people to complain before the State Police Complaints Authority against police officers who are acting under political influence. See, there are criminal cases being FIR being registered under political pressures, and it is a known fact. Find every police station in every village is basically controlled by every MLA who's in the government. So you have a situation today is for registering an FIR today you require political influence. So what this Police Complaints Authority has been constituted to keep a check on this, that people are not politically victimized, that the public are not being harassed, that you have a free and fair investigation. There has to be a free and fair investigation, and the real crimes have to be investigated, not politically motivated cases which have been registered.